Praise ye the name of the I Am. Praise him, O ye servants of the I Am. Ye that stand in the house of the I Am, in the courts of the house of our God. Praise the I Am, for the I Am is good. Sing praises unto his name, for it is pleasant. For the I Am hath chosen Jacob unto himself, and Israel for his peculiar treasure. For I know that the I Am is great, and that our God is above all gods. Whatsoever the I Am pleased, that did he in heaven and in earth, in the seas and in all deep places. He causeth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth, and he maketh lightnings for the rain, and he bringeth wind out of his treasuries. Who smote the firstborn of Egypt, both man and beast, who sent tokens and wonders into the midst of thee, O Egypt, upon Pharaoh, whom all his servants, who smote great nations and slew mighty kings. Sihon, king of the Amorites, Og, king of Bashan, and all the kingdoms of Canaan, and gave their land for an heritage unto Israel his people. Thy name, O Yahweh, endureth forever. Thy memorial, O Yahuwah, throughout all generations. For the I Am will judge his people, and he will repent himself concerning his servants. The idols of the heathen are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. They have eyes, have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Neither is there any breath in their mouths. They that make them are like unto them. So is everyone that trusteth in them. Blessed is the I Am, O house of Israel. Blessed is the I Am, O house of Aaron. Blessed is the I Am, O house of Levi. Ye that fear the I Am, bless the I Am. Blessed be the I Am out of Zion, which dwelleth at Jerusalem. Praise ye the I Am. Deliver me from the hands of evil spirits, who have swayed the thoughts of men's hearts, and let them not lead me astray from thee, my God. Establish thou me and my seed, that we go not astray henceforth and forever. Jubilees chapter 12 and verse 20. Oh, yes, 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 yes. All praises, all praises, all praises. We give praises to the Most High, even the great I Am, who inhabits, who fills all things. Yes, who causes our crops to grow, who causes us to even get that job, that we might get that food that we need for our daily sustenance. We thank the Most High. Yes, giving him glory and all praise. We thank God that the people, even in Burkina Faso, we thank how they stand up. He's given them a heart, a stout heart, to stand up before the forces that think they're gods and think they're better than everyone. But he given them a heart to stand up, to say, we're not your slaves. We're not your subordinates. We are your equals. Yes, you have many that stand in the amongst you, have locally, nationally, and globally, those who think they are better. Some of them the same hue as you, some of them darker or lighter than you, who think they're better, and they subordinate you, they dominate you, they put you down to make themselves feel good and make them think they're more than what they are. Yes, we thank God for this great day as they march even in Burkina Faso and all over the continent of Africa, even here in the United States. We thank God, we thank God, we thank God. That even to the point, not only Burkina Faso, the man of a darker hue, the blacker man there, whom you call him, is not your subordinate. Neither is his brain subordinate towards you. Your ancestors, as well as some of your elders, have caused many to be subdued by keeping information, by causing whatever they have come up with to be pushed to the back, even though it might benefit the nation, the company, or the city. Yes, this is what's happening. This is what they call supremacy. Whatever you want to call supremacy. You can white supremacy, Chinese supremacy, whatever supremacy. Indian supremacy. Anytime you think, even there's those that are black that think they are over others, that's supremacy too, if we want to put it that way. But systematic bigotry. And then the fact that you know that you are trying to rob these people of their resources that will make them rich, that will give them light, will make them healthy, and will make them wise. Their history, their resources, and their medicines. Yes, we thank God for Africa. We thank God for Burkina Faso. We thank for everyone that would stand up even against those leaders in these countries. So you don't think that you're alone in Africa about corrupt leaders, corruption. You have globalist corruption. This is what Burkina Faso and Africa is rising up against. Global corruption of those who would try to make them seem they're subordinate to them by suppressing them and keeping them poor while they enrich themselves. And their corporate policy, or should I say their corporate greed backed by government policy, is what's going on now. The book none dare call it Conspiracy. Get that book, it's a pretty good one. It tells you how they do it in many cases. Yes, none dare call it, or should I say, conspiracy. They sell it also on Amazon. Yes, they do. Very good book. And everything that the author says is backed by just what is happening now, what is being brought forth. See, the reason why a lot of things are not brought forth, they put it in a book or someone would write about it, but the government and those who are corrupt know that most people don't like reading, they like looking, seeing. This is the way you've been programmed. At one time we did like reading, and we read many books. I've read many books. But the fact is now with the event of social media and video gaming, there's a lot of people that do not like to read. They want to hear, but the reading is concrete, it's foundational. Even if you read it online, you can take the reading and you can post it and you can show this is where I got it from. This is and his sources is from here and her sources is from there. This is what you can say about that. Yes, you can. So, blessed be the I am. Yes. We're in the book of 2 Chronicles and chapter 13. We understand that the children at this point in this Chronicles, that the children of Israel have been split. Or should I say 10 tribes of the north and 2 tribes of the south. And we find out where God was causing the king of Egypt to come against, in the chapter 12, against the children of Judah and Benjamin. And they carry them away. Judah and Benjamin have been carried away quite a few times. This is one of the carrying away or the enslavement of Judah and Benjamin, because he turned away from the law of the Most High. You say, well, why do you always preach about the law? Well, why you always preach about Jesus? Jesus is not the law. The law is the way, the truth, and the life. It comes from the mouth of the Most High. It is embedded in your spirit. This is the law. Yes, it is. This is the universal law. This is the law of He who made all things. I don't care how much you hate Him, because what causes your hate is a spirit that's with you and around you and speaks to you, and you do not know. If you meditate on those things that are in the law, you find out they are in your spirit. You don't want nobody laying with your wife. You don't want nobody lying to you. You don't want nobody sitting up there wanting and coveting and being jealous of you for what you have. You don't want nobody to murder anyone in your family. So why is the law done away with? It's a lie. It's a lie. The law is perfect, period. Because it's fair. It's fair. The consequences for murder is to be murdered, or to be, should I say, deleted. The consequences for graping is to be deleted. Adultery, deleted. You stole from a man. Not only did you stole from a man, you killed his spirit by accepting his wife or taking his wife. This is, and she is to be, because she gave something that was not hers. It was to be shared with her husband. The same thing with the man, to be shared with his wife or wives. Not no outsiders that's not welcome or have not gone through the, should I say, the ceremony and the vows of marriage. No. Until that man gives that woman a certificate of divorcement, the man, regardless of how these secular governments think and how they do things, the man does not give her a decree of divorce, she is not divorced. She is not divorced. And she has to acknowledge that divorce. Now, this is the way it should be. By signing the decree. This is the way it should be, and all over the globe. It should be this way, the way God would have it be. Now, it doesn't mean that a woman is a slave. It means that you have given yourself to a man. You've given yourself to a person by love, or either by bright price, or because of whatever. That is your husband, and husband, that is your wife. Yes, period. Now let us continue. We're in the 13th chapter of 2 Chronicles. 2 Chronicles chapter 13, and we're going to read in verse 1. Now in the 18th year of King Jehoram began Abijah. We read that in the 12th chapter where Abijah took over, and it had ended the reign of Jeroboam to reign over Judah. He reigned 3 years in Jerusalem, and his mother's name also. This is where they get into a lot of the mother's names. Now, you note the type of woman the mother is. If she's a Canaanite woman, more likely she's an idolater. Yes, more than likely she's an idolater. Sometimes it's not so. Uriah's wife was a Hittite, more than likely was a Hittite. And we don't know who she worshiped, but apparently she was given over to the thing that King David had did, was given to him to wife. And this is the resultant. He says, now he reigned 3 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was also Micaiah, the daughter of Uriel of Gibeah. And there was war between Abijah and Jeroboam. So his mother's name was Micaiah. Yes, daughter of Uriel of Gibeah. So she was a Israelite. And Abijah set the battle in array with an army of valiant men of war, even 400,000 chosen men. Jeroboam also set the battle in array against him with 800,000 chosen men, being mighty men of valor. And Abijah stood above Mount Zimran, which is in Mount Ephraim. There was a Abijah, I think it's either Nigeria or somewhere, Abijah, it's the same thing. So was this Abijah named after this king of Israel? It's something to investigate. Now stood up upon Mount Zemarium, which is in Mount Ephraim, and said, Hear me, thou Jeroboam, and all Israel. Ought ye not to know that the I am God of Israel gave the king over Israel to David forever, to him and to his sons by a covenant of salt? Yet Jeroboam the son of Nebat, and the servant of Solomon, the son of David, is risen up and has rebelled against his Lord, or his king. And there are gathered unto him vain men. See, it's the same thing how they colonized. When they came over and sent men over, they had few educated men that knew the plan, and the rest of them were just vile men. They were men that were, should I say, they were men of vain, useless men that didn't care about anything. So the children of Belial, this is what they call, these are vain men. These are men that don't care, people that, human life is nothing to them. They don't care for knowledge, they don't care for anything. It's just whatever feels good to them, or whatever makes them money, or pleases their desires. These are men of Belial, and have strengthened themselves against Rehoboam, the son of Solomon. And when Rehoboam was young and tenderhearted, and could not withstand them. Now, you think to withstand the kingdom of the I am in the hands of the sons of David, that ye be a great multitude, and there are with you golden calves, which Jeroboam made you for gods? In other words, we're going to read where Jeroboam, he made these things. He had to find a way that he could keep Jerusalem, or should I say Israel, from going and joining back with the other two tribes. Same thing now. You have this Isis in your Catholicism. You have all these other religions that have been concocted and have been embedded in you. You've been turned away backwards because of Deuteronomy chapter 28. You've been pushed away and pushed out from God. And to find your way back is only by his great mercy, because of the sin, not only yours, but that of your ancestors. Now you have to find your way back to the law. You cannot fathom it because you think that this Isis, because it's written in a book, is your God, which he's not. You think that he is the one that shall save you, which he shall not save you. If there was anyone that was there or something, he was just a prophet. There were many prophets, named and unnamed, that had suffered many things of the children of Israel and of the heathen. So you have to really be careful and really search the scriptures. Now, here he is, Abijah said, Now you think to withstand the kingdom of the I am in the hands of the sons of David, that you be a great multitude, and there were with you golden calves, which Jeroboam made you for gods. This is Canaanitish and Egyptian type idol worship. Verse 9, Have ye not cast out the priests of the I am, the sons of Aaron and the Levites, and have made you priests after the manner of the nations of other? In other words, they knew the order of the Most High. So they made their own after the order of the Most High, just like your churches and your big cathedrals and your, should I say, the orders that you have even in your Muslim or Islamic ranks. These things are because of this law, because of this history. They have concocted these things. Your New Testament is concocted from this. All of this is concocted. But now you mix it with other things. Some man's dream or some man's vision, other than what the law has says. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. It's okay you pray 5 times a day. Daniel prayed 3. You can make that a thing. But you have to realize, where does the idolatry lie? And this is where you falter. And in the hands of son, he says now in verse 10, but as for us, the I am is our God, and we have not forsaken him. And the priests which minister unto the I am are the sons of Aaron, and the Levites wait upon their business. And they burn unto the I am every morning and every evening burnt sacrifices of sweet incense and showbread, and set they in order upon the pure table and the candlesticks of gold and with the lamps thereof, and burn every evening. For we keep the charge of the I am our God, but ye have forsaken him. He's talking to the 10 tribes. And that you chose a stupid calf, which we would love to eat. If he had flesh, if he was flesh and blood, we would love to sacrifice him unto the I am our God. But you have forsaken him. And behold, God himself is with us for our captain, and his priests with sounding trumpets to cry alarm against you. O children of Israel, fight ye not against the I am God of your fathers, for ye shall not prosper. Yes, you have Christians that fight against the I am, that are Israelites by lineage. Those of others, religions and idolaters that fight against in different belief systems that are not of the law, neither of the Most High, according to his order. We have to go by the order of the Most High. That we can do, and when it's time that we can do it, we will do it to its fullest. Going by the order of the Most High. What did he say here? He says now we have in order the pure table and the candlestick, the gold of lamps, therefore to burn everything, for we keep the charge of the I am our God, but ye have forsaken it. Some of you burn candles, you have all kind of candles with idols behind them. Give me a break. But either way, he says in verse 13, but Jeroboam caused an abusement to come about behind them. So they were before Judah, and the ambushment was behind them. Ambushment. And when Judah looked back, and behold, the battle was before and behind, they cried unto the I am, and the priests sounded with the trumpets. Oh, we gonna call on our God? Nah, watch out. And the men of Judah gave a shout. As the men of Judah shouted, it came to pass that God smote Jeroboam and all Israel before Abijah and Judah. In other words, they're still worshiping me. I cannot do, when they do, he said that they're going to prosper. If God let Jeroboam to prosper over Judah and they're doing the things that God say do, then there's a problem. But no, God smote him. God smote Jeroboam, and the children of Israel fled before Judah, and God delivered them into their hand. You think that you have gone to these auxiliary gods and these auxiliary things that's not after the order of the Most High, according to his plan in the law that he handed to Moses, this law which has been since the beginning and been as different increments handed in different volumes to the children of men. That even the book of the law was in the hands of Noah when he had landed out of the ark the ark that was to save him and 7 other people. This book of the order of the law of the Most High was carried into Egypt, and somehow it disappeared. And now God reissues it after he allowed them to suffer a little while, that they might know that he is God and can deliver them out of anything, and that his power is unlimited. Yes, his power is unlimited. And you watch how the children on different social media defy God. How do we have, most of them are women, how do we have free will? How do we have all of these things and God does this and God, half of them have not even read the law of the Most High. Many of them don't even know what it is. Some of you have been raised in idolatrous households. You've been raised in all kind of alternative households and deviant households that mix religion with bigotry and hateful things. And things you've been Christianized to the point where you think that the colonizer is God. And that your piety is your salvation. No, it's not. Obedience to the law, statutes, commandments, and ordinances of the Most High is whereby you will be saved. This is how they were saved from the children of Israel, the children of Judah and Benjamin. Because they kept the sacrifices. They kept the law. At one time they turned against the law, but now here they are, won the, should I say, the favor of the Most High. And so he says, thus the children of Israel were brought under at that time, and I'm in verse 18, and the children of Judah prevailed because they relied upon who? The I am God of their fathers. Whereas the other one had forsaken their father or creator. God is not a father. This is a Greek rendition. And Abijah pursued after Jeroboam and took the cities from him, Bethel with the towns thereof, and Jeshaniah with the towns thereof, and Ephraim with the towns thereof. Neither did Jeroboam recover strength again in the days of Abijah, but the I am struck him and he died. No, God said, I'm tired of you. You've turned my people backwards. Even though I brought you against them, look what you done did. But Abijah waxed mighty and married 14 wives and begot 22 sons. There's a reason for that. I can understand. Heirs. They don't know if heirs should be killed. They don't know. Back then, a lot of heirs would have been killed. So they would try to have many in as little time as they could. So they married. Yes. A king would have many wives because he wants heirs. He wants princes that would be, and he picked among those princes who would succeed him. This is one of the reasons for this. Yes. And Abijah waxed mighty and married 14 wives and begot 22 sons and 16 daughters. And he was able to, among the royalty, he was able to give daughters unto men in royal fashion, or should I say other royalty throughout Judah. And the rest of the acts of Abijah and his ways and his sayings are written in the story of the prophet Iddo. Now, where is the book of the prophet Iddo? Where is the writings of the prophet Iddo? It might not have been his name, just like you would say Hebrew, and then you go somewhere else and you find out they pronounce it Igbo. We say it, we pronounce it, but if you go to another country, even in Jerusalem, with those other Ashkenazis there, it would be pronounced Igbo. Igbo, Igbo. But they just spelled it wrong in Nigeria. Come on here. Igbo is Hebrew. They shouldn't even be spelled that way. If you're going to spell it and put it in United States term or English, it should be they are Hebrew. They crossed over the Red Sea into the land here, which is called Nigeria, or in that area. Igbo. There's a lot of Israelite mixed tribes in that area. They're mixed tribes. They're not all the same. They're mixed. A lot of them are mixed, and some of them are mixed with Hamites, Japhites. They're all there and all over Africa, really. And many are here, right here in the United States and South America. Many, many in South America. But nevertheless, and the rest of the acts of Abijah and his ways, saying they are written in the story of the prophet Iddo. If we keep those commandments, Burkina Faso, statutes and commandments, and all of those who would protest and turn unto the Tata Nzambe Sinini Nanini, the Heya, the great I am, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, we will have peace.
Walk with me.